Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the slight delay there. There's a little bit of technical issues on my side. We're here now for week 7 for CSL. Going to be Arizona State versus Washington. I am Golgiap, and joining me is Carlton today.
Hello, Golgi. I am joining you today to cast this Arizona versus Washington game, and boy, am I excited for some collegiate Dota action, as we didn't have a game last Thursday because of the holidays. But it's a holiday every day we get collegiate Dota action in my books.
For sure. And we have casted Arizona State before. I mean, we know because there's Carlton on this team. You casted yourself before. You have
Great
your
name by the
twin
Carlton player.
playing for Arizona, obviously. Your doppelganger.
I may not be biased this game, but I hope Carlton crushes the competition.
Apparently, this guy, his name is the real Carlton. So, is he the real Carlton, or are
Well,
you
speaking
the real Carlton?
as the real Carlton, he is a representative of mine. So, by extension, yes, he's kind of like assistant to the regional manager of Carlton's, you could say.
Right. Then what does that make you?
I'm just the real Carlton.
Oh, you're the real Carlton.
I'm the real Carlton.
Oh, okay. So you have two does in the front.
Yeah, it's a really formal, double formal title.
Right.
It's like when you have an invisibility rune and Shadow Blade in your double invis. I'm the real Carlton.
The Shadow Blade Rookie.
Yeah,
Plus
it's like
Invis
exactly
rune on top.
that.
Plus Invis rune on top, so you gotta have triple Invis.
Yeah, and then you also get invisibility casted on you. But speaking of invisibility, both these teams are 4-1, meaning one of these teams' 4-1 records is going to, well, technically both 4-1 records are going to change, but the one loss is going to change at the end of this game to see who is the real champion of this score.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes that a little bit extra hype.
Also, both their losses only coming to the number 1 seed in the bracket, which is British Columbia, at least.
Oh, so this is the battle for second place.
Yeah, this is a battle for second place.
That's even more hype than the battle for first place.
Yeah, I mean
that's at least twice as hype.
First place is British Columbia. I mean, they're the reigning champions, so
Nerds.
Nobody's like too surprised that they're at the top right now. But I mean, let's see who comes out in a second, and we'll see if they can actually, be a threat to UBC going forward.
Well, you know what they say, Golgi. First step to getting to first place is to get to second place.
For sure. I mean, you got to climb the ladder somehow, one step at a time.
Exactly.
What?
Herald 1 through 5.
Have you played your placement matches yet?
I have not played my placement matches yet. Have you?
No, me neither. I have played 3 party games just with friends on the
I'm just a turbo mode gamer now. It's the future of Dota. I thought I was going to hate it, and I fell in love with it immediately.
It's faster, it's fun.
It's really fun.
I actually have not played a single game of turbo mode yet. Did they fix the global shop? Oh, they did, right? You have a personal courier
Yeah,
now?
I think that was a good change.
Yeah.
They got rid of the global shop. Well, yeah, now you just have a courier that moves at like 1200, 1300 speed. So you have about like a 5-second delay on items.
Yeah.
Which is I think good because it keeps the turbo mode playstyle, but it stops you from
Mangoes.
immediately having dust the second someone's out of position, or mangoes, exactly. Or buying a blink dagger and blinking away from a fight.
Oh, that's crazy. Can you sell back the blink dagger also?
No, if you cast the blink dagger, it doesn't count. Same with the quelling blade. If you cast it, it won't sell for full.
That would have been
hard way.
a trick.
Speaking from experience.
Buy blink dagger, blink, sell blink dagger, and buy blink dagger whenever the blink cooldown is off. So you just
that would be sick. Well, you do get because if you have the blink dagger delivered to you the same way, if you're quick enough, you still get it doesn't get put on cooldown as long as there's no attack right after it gets delivered.
But if there's not even a courier to deliver, you can control exactly when it gets delivered to you. You can pull some crazy tricks, I guess.
Yeah, turbo mode is it's there if you want to style on people.
Yeah.
It's there if you want to go quick. What's going on with the game scheduling? I thought it was one of the casters that was holding it up, but apparently it's something else.
Yeah, I don't know. Cheese did speak in the chat.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, he's dealing with StarCraft 2. I mean, he can just press go, right? No, have we not done the flips and stuff yet?
We're put on the back burner for SE2.
Looks like it. Oh, here we go.
Dire team ban.
All right.
All right, we're in.
Dire team ban.
So it is going to be the Arizona over on the Radiant side, and the Dire side is going to be Washington this game.
And again, this is the battle to see who wins second place. Both schools 4-1, only loss, British Columbia.
10 seconds.
I like the
remaining.
Marana ban from Arizona State. Marana's been
strong.
seeing
Team ban.
she's at that perfect balance. She's like the Bulldog heroes from TI3. She's at the perfect balance where I feel like a lot of teams don't respect her enough to ban her, but she is still a top tier pick. And seeing her in the ban, I like that. It feels like every week when I cast Collegiate Dota 2, I'll see a Marana go mid, first item defusal, and just start ripping everyone apart.
Yeah, and she was
10 seconds.
one of the heroes that got the talent, right? That gives her mana break.
5 seconds.
It wasn't one of her talents, which she can double up with her diffusal
Oh, I
blade.
didn't even know that. I think the triple leap is a huge buff for
Oh,
her
yeah.
because that does make her guaranteed unkillable for at least one engagement.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not necessarily guaranteed, but when are you going to kill a triple leap Marana? You need like a disruptor set up in the bushes 3 leaps away.
For sure. And I mean, it's Sing Sing playing, so you know, he memes a lot, but he's a good Marana player, to say the least. That's if there's one hero that is good, that's Marana.
He shot a few arrows in his day.
Yeah, and he was actually playing a Magic Marana build. Of course, he went a Poison 4 Marana, but he got pretty fed and actually built a Eggen Scepter Kaya Octarine Core. And
Oh,
it's
no.
crazy how many arrows you can throw out with that Octarine Core
10
and
seconds
damage you
remaining.
pull up with Eggen Scepter Kaya on Marana.
5
I bet that'd
seconds
actually be
remaining.
really fun to play, honestly.
Yeah.
As silly as it is.
Yeah, reduce cooldown on Blink, obviously, which you get.
And it gives you the charges for your leap back quicker.
Yep. So super mobile hero. And it was kind of cool. I've never seen Octarine Core on Mirana, but I mean, we're not going to see it. I mean, obviously she's banned here, but we probably won't see it in a competitive game. I think.
Well, maybe they were watching Sing Sing. Oh, I guess Marana's right.
Yeah. If
Maybe that's why they banned Marana.
if we do see a return of support Mirana, I mean, it'll be interesting to take a look at for sure.
Support Marana is always viable. It's a 5-second stun.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you have any good way to set it up, just another stun. Bane obviously banned, but Bane is a classic combo with it. But Shadow Demon,
Oh, yeah.
he's making comeback. Shadow Demon is a good combo with Mirana. Our Devourer, another good combo with Mirana.
Pick.
Oh, there's the Marana counter, the disruptor. I love this fast. Oh, I love the fast. Just kidding. They picked Omni Knight.
Oh my goodness.
Snorefest.
You don't like Omni Knight?
I don't like anything about that hero. I think it's
love
just
that
boring.
hero.
I think the hero is boring at all phases of the game. It's boring in lane. It's boring in the mid game where he just runs around and stupid, and he's boring in the late game because Guardian Angel just becomes ridiculous. and I just don't think there's anything interesting about the hero at all.
You can't diffusal off Guardian
Unless-
Angel anymore.
Nope, you cannot. Unless he goes battle Omni Knight and just levels Degen Aura. That's the only way I'll enjoy this.
It is fun. I do enjoy offlane Omni Knight myself when I play it. And it's just, I mean, usually we see Omni Knight at position 4. Sometimes we see a position 3 in competitive matches, but usually at position 4. But position 3 Omni Knight, when you go battle Omni Knight with the Radiance and you just feel like an unstoppable badass, it can be a good time.
Definitely.
The Soul Ring change is really good for him, actually.
Yeah, all the strength heroes are just loving that one.
Yeah, Bristleback is doing really well with the new Soul Ring. Obviously,
10 seconds.
Religion Commander, another one that benefits a lot.
5 seconds.
Speaking of Magic users, I do also like the first pick Puck by Washington. I feel like it's similar to the Marana. Puck is sometimes sees a ban, but almost always makes it through. And when he doesn't get banned, he almost always is picked. I think
Yeah.
Puck's in a great place with the changes to Dream Coil, and I think Puck's one of those heroes that he does what he's meant to do. He can lane. He's a very strong laner. In the mid game, he has a lot of killing power, and in the late game, his damage goes down, but his utility is still relevant, and he can farm. So he's going to have items in the late game as well.
Yeah, he's a
I
great
just like,
initiator.
I think,
10 seconds.
unlike Omni Knight, I think Puck is interesting in all phases of the game. That's how I would put it best.
I would agree with you there. The Puck is interesting to Omni Knight.
Yeah.
Omni Knight just is a humble knight with a hammer, man. He just gonna go up to you, degen aura you, and then heal bomb someone. He doesn't get any more complex than
Losing
that.
to Degen Aura is just awful because when you lose to Degen Aura, usually you realize you've lost 20 seconds, and there's still 20 seconds until you die because Omni Knight doesn't do any damage, but you just can't do anything about Degen Aura.
Thunk, thunk, thunk,
Yeah,
thunk.
walking around thunking you. Oh, there's a big boy. I love seeing the big boys.
Yeah. Tide
And,
Hunter.
Puck obviously can dodge Ravage
Mhm.
with Phase Shift, but getting hit by Ravage, ridiculous. Also,
Repel?
Disruptor's
Also good against
oh, yeah.
Ravage.
Remaining.
It is actually. And Repel's also really good against Static Storm, but
Yeah.
Disruptor will very likely be aiming. Omni Knight, I don't like. I feel like Omni Knight still has the advantage because Glimpse is countered by nothing at all except for BKB and Repel.
Yeah. So Omni Knight looks like a really good pick here. Obviously, can use the repel to purge off the silence from Earth Spirit. I don't think the stun, but if you can get preemptive, obviously it's very good. And as you said, against Disruptor, if someone's trapped in that kinetic field and Omni Knight is not in it, you can just repel whoever's in it, and they can just walk out scot-free.
Yeah, Disruptor has to be targeting the Omni Knight, and it's difficult because Disruptor can't use Glimpse to set him up, which is what Disruptor wants to do with his kit.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Glimpse gets cast, you just throw the Repel up. So he has to have Omni Knight cast Repel first. It's unlikely we'll see it this game, but keep in mind that Omni Knight has synergy with Witch Doctor, repelling to get his Witch Doctor's full duration ult off.
Right.
But usually there's going to be a more important repel target.
Yeah. And Witch Doctor probably picked as a way to be able to kill the Tide Hunter. Witch Doctor is pretty good at taking down heavy targets with that Maledict.
And Witch Doctor and Omni Knight, that's two healing heroes. We might be seeing a pushing lineup because Puck is going to be coming online in the mid game.
Yeah, very
Washington
much so.
definitely can keep this draft going into a strong pushing lineup that's going to group up and just death ball through.
So we see a Luna here. In the 4 p.m. game today, we saw a good old Luna Shadow Demon draft that came out and completely
Oh, the
wrecked the other
classic.
team. Yeah. Obviously, Shadow Demon probably not going to be available here for Arizona State, considering that they already have both their supports, unless they're going for a Mimi mid Shadow Demon.
I don't think they can do it. There's no damage coming up from Earth Spirit. Very
Yeah.
little damage comes out from Disruptor, and not much damage comes out from Tide. Luna is their only source right now.
Yeah. And Shadow Demon obviously doesn't do a lot of damage.
Luna only has to really worry about Puck, I think, for the most part. Well, obviously Repel is going to mess up Eclipse,
Yeah.
but Luna should be good to deal with most of the two other heroes. Omni Knight's not going to do anything to a Luna. Luna can probably outrun Degen Aura, honestly. Sure, her movement speed's so high.
Luna also got a range stun to be able to stop Witch Doctor from channeling his ulti as well.
I really like Washington's draft against Arizona State because Arizona State is teamfight heavy, and Washington has ways to avoid everything with Repel, with Phase Shift, with Dark Pact, and with Shadow Dance.
Yeah.
It's really hard for Arizona. Arizona State is unlikely they're going to hit a Ravage on as many heroes that are actually in range of Ravage because of Repel, because of Dark Pact, because of Phase Shift.
Dire team ban.
And also Shadow Dance is going to avoid Eclipse damage. Repel is going to avoid Eclipse damage. Phase Shift is going to avoid Eclipse damage. Washington Esports draft looks like they're just going to... It's so easy for them to react to Arizona State. Arizona needs like some insane Tide initiation from the Blinken from outside of Vision or a silence from Earth Spirit or just a huge Static Storm somehow. Arizona needs to get a good jump on Washington.
Yeah, Slark has been kind of out of meta after his slight, kind of like off nerf. He didn't exactly nerf Slark, but the fact that Hex could not be dispelled by anything anymore meant that Slark can get easily countered by Shaman and Lion and anyone else who gets any kind of early side of ice. But in this game, obviously the supports have been picked out, and there it doesn't seem like any big side carriers yet, so Slark does seem quite good here.
Well, Slark actually isn't that great against our Spirit. Our Spirit can roll out a pounce, and our Spirit can kick Slark away.
Right.
And Disruptor actually isn't is all right against Slark, depending. Slark has to like burst him down in a Shadow Dance, but
Yeah.
having a ground targetable silence, you can just drop on top of yourself. And Glimpse also messes Slark up when he pounces out a Shadow Blade, unless he stands on someone for a few seconds. And there's a Tinker pick. The Tinker hates to deal with Glimpse, but
5 seconds
I mean,
There isn't a lot of catch, at least for Tinker.
yeah.
The Glimpse and the Static Storm definitely is a problem if he
Her Spirit
gets out of position.
Has potential to catch Tinker, but Earth Spirit doesn't really have any kill potential against him.
Yeah.
After he catches him, Earth Spirit needs someone to back him up.
So here is they're thinking of their mid laner here. Zeus is still available if they want that Tinker counter, but Zeus.
I was just
not
gonna say
necessarily-
Storm, and then I saw his ban.
Yeah, Storm. They banned it. Thinking about the Tinker pick, obviously.
I think they're definitely going to need some damage out of this Arizona State second core.
Yeah.
Because right now, looking at their lineup, Luna's the only one doing damage after the Static Storm starts falling off in the mid game. Tidehunter and Earth Spirit can set people up and they can follow up, but they're not going to be large sources of damage. Right now, if Luna goes down, or if Luna even has Eclipse on cooldown, Arizona State isn't killing anyone.
Yeah, obviously, the initiation from the Hunter means very little if you can't follow up with damage.
Exactly. I don't know who they pick. I was thinking maybe... Oh, there it is. You called it.
Yeah, I mean, I still think this is quite an awkward draft. I do agree with you that Washington's draft does seem quite strong here. That Omni Knight is going to do a lot of work this game. He's so good this game. His repel is so powerful. You can just put it on Slark, and Slark might just go completely out of control. You can even put it on Puck, and he can initiate without any worries. There's nothing that pierces BKB on Arizona State side. So
I think Slark just builds a BKB this game. And Arizona, BKB actually just beats Arizona.
Yeah.
Just a single item beats their entire team, pretty much.
And on top of it, having just Omni Knight is just crazy. BKB plus Omni Knight. How do you get through all that?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see BKB Slark.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised if BKB Puck.
He's just so good this game, but we'll see.
It just beats their whole team.
Yeah. Pipe
And you
for
can cast
sure.
BKB well when you have a Glimpse on you. Zeus is going to be able, if Slark has a good early game, Zeus is going to be able to just rip Zeus up.
Yeah.
Which is going to be just shutting them down. Oof. I really want to favor Washington. I think we'll have to see the laning phase, though, because obviously Luna's an insane farmer if she can get going. Luna just needs to get out of that low HP early game, get points into glaives. She's going to be leveling up Moonbeam if her lane's contested.
I mean, that's a good point because both these teams do farm quite well. Zeus obviously farms quite well with all of his AoE spells, and so does Luna. Not that the Washington side doesn't farm well because they have the Tinker and the Puck who split pushes like crazy.
And then Earth Spirit. Who can Earth Spirit gank this game? He can maybe get a Slark. That's a rough one. Puck is a very
Tinker?
rough one. He can go on the Tinker. The biggest problem is, are they going to have enough damage to take Tinker out? Well, probably.
Well, meanwhile, we're waiting for the runes to spawn. Do you want to introduce these Arizona players to the stream?
I would love to introduce Arizona players. So we have Enthaz on Big Daddy Zeus, going to bring the lightning. Big boy Tidehunter being played by Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. He has a ward. He's going to go check out the rune, running into Slark and Omni. Luna on the really cool fish mount is being played by Killian. Disruptor is being played by my man Carlton. Have fun with those BKBs. And speaking of heroes that have fun with BKBs, we have Kavo on Earth Spirit, looking to avoid anyone who has repel on them so he can smash some stones into their faces.
And over on the Washington side, we have Rain on the Tinker. We have End the Game on the Puck. Palstomadi on Witch Doctor. A Waifu Day keeps society away on Slark. And finally, Alls on the Omni Knight.
Yes, sir, the Omni Knight. Still don't like that pick.
Yeah, I mean, you like the pick, you just don't like the hero, right?
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's about it. Well, how are we going to see this lane go? So Zeus obviously has lane security with Arc Lightning. And we're going to see, I like the Earth Spirit going straight for Tinker, I like right away. Because Tinker can start doing an insane amount of damage, level 3 and level 4, getting 2 in Rocket and 2 in Laser.
Here comes a roll, it actually
Gets
hits.
the roll.
Just harass, though.
And this is it's 50 mana to use a roll, and Tinker used a laser, and Earth Spirit doesn't care. Earth Spirit's trading tangos for Tinker's mana.
Yeah.
It definitely goes in Earth Spirit's favor, in the Radiant team's favor.
And
Puck has to deal with Thunderstrike, one of the highest damage spells for level 1. So he's actually taking a lot of harass.
Yeah, not much way for Puck to mitigate the damage, at least on the early levels, with no levels in phase shift, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Kilo is thinking of rotating down to the bot.
Oh, Gucci Yang. Engaging.
Though. Yeah, in the top lane. He's gonna get out though. He does have that first level on Kraken Shell, keeping him somewhat healthy, but there is level 2 on Witch Doctor now. He has a Maledict on lock.
Yeah, the Maledict is gonna definitely up the damage. Pain in the butt to kill.
Gucci Gang is playing smart, but all this is going to get Purification off, but there is no Maledict on him, so they're just
They're
harassing
keeping him out of lane though,
Yeah.
but it's taking 2 people to keep him out of lane, whereas Puck has to deal with the Thunderstrike bottom. Still not even level 2, poor guy. Down to 2 tangos, soon to be down to 1 tango. He's gonna have to start tearing some down on the courier.
Both these offlanes having a hard time. Oh, Carlton actually pulls the Puck's lane for him. Luna might not be unhappy about this.
See if he can get all the CS though. He got 1, missed this creep though. Come on, Carlton. Do me proud.
Killian is going to come here to get. Oh, Killian misses.
Killian came there to watch the creeps beat down. Oh no, Killian.
Did he miss that one as well?
Mm-hmm. And now Puck is getting. Oh no.
Top lane now. There's a roll in. He gets a waifu. He gets a stun as
stun.
well, but the great cask is going to be able to keep them away. And
There are
needs to do a
boots
little bit
on
of damage.
Slark, so he's not in any danger.
Yeah. He still has a salve on him, and also 4 tangos, so he's going to be quite healthy for a little while.
Puck only has 1 tango left. I would really like to see Carlton just pushing the pressure hard. Carlton has 2 tangos to Slark's, or to Puck's 1, and Carlton has Thunderstrike at his disposal.
Yeah. Killian also finishing up that Ring of Aquila as well, giving herself an extra mana regeneration. Also, if Carlton is in the lane, we'll get some of that nice mana himself as well. He has full mana, so he should be spamming that Thunderstrike.
Gucci Gang just backstroking away. I love the taunts.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best taunts in the entire game.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Slark caught up to Zeus. Slark and Zeus have been going back and forth for this first place on CS. Slark actually does have free farm though against a contested mid.
Yeah, a lot
Take
denies
that
as
as you
well.
will.
9 denies, of course, that does give him a little bit extra XP. And hitting level 6 for Slark as soon as possible is very important. So
And getting the Shadow Blade timing and the 6 timing are both peaks, power spikes you want to watch out
yeah.
for. Puck might be in a bad position. Carlton actually not going for it.
Both teams kind of playing it safe here. Don't really see much of a threat of a first blood yet.
Both teams scale well, so they're not super worried about not being active. Although Earth Spirit is going to get anxious. Oh no, Earth Spirit just watched Omni Knight pick up the bounty rune in front of him. Earth Spirits do want to keep their levels and they don't really offer much to the lane unless they can consistently hit rolls. But rolls a 16-second cooldown.
Yeah. Oh,
He wants to get a kill.
I'm surprised that Alls actually took 2nd level as Repel rather than the Degen Aura. Not much the Repel does in the early game, I don't think.
No. I think maybe they just want to have it ready because of how important it's going to be.
Missed the first blood there. Looks like that eventual pressure from Carlton did come in handy there, running him out, regen. It looks like that was a glimpse utilized to be able to bring the Puck back after his illusory orb.
And Luna hitting level 5 for level 3 Lucent Beam makes a huge deal. And Tinker getting gone on. Yeah, it's not a kill, but Earth Spirit baits out a TP though. Earth Spirit is very happy with that.
Anthos also out of mana. No more.
Witch Doctor, I think, has lost money since the game started.
Oh my goodness.
Poor empty inventory.
0 items. I actually have never seen that.
Puck is in really bad shape, bottom.
Oh yeah, he's trying to blink that. Does he have Glimpse? 1 second. Oh, they don't even need it. The vision from the Thunderstrike. I mean, that's what the spell is really for, rather than the damage, except for the level 1. But yeah, once it transitions into the mid game, it's all the vision that matters.
Oh yeah, that vision is huge. And use that vision for your glimpses.
Yeah. And Killian is going to be very happy with the advantage getting in the early game. We'll be working towards a Mask of Madness. Already has a Morbid Mask finished up.
Omni Knight actually just beating Tidehunter out of lane, which is weird because Tidehunter is Kraken Shell.
Yeah, he
I
could
feel like
just
if
turn
Tidehunter
around.
I think if Tidehunter actually fought Omni Knight, he would win.
Yeah,
Omni
easily.
Knight obviously very efficiently trades with Purification, dealing pure damage. But I think actually, if you want to, big picture, I think Omni Knight wins that because having Tidehunter have to regen versus Omni Knight regen, that's
I guess
a win
that's
for the
true.
Dire.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Here we go. Tidehunter's going to get a lot of XP under tower here.
Yeah. It is a level 6 Slark here, though. But he did get hit by the Anchor Smash, which means his damage is going to be a little bit
He has
lacking.
Shadow Dance. I think Slark should be a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah.
He can dive if need be. I guess he has to worry about TPs.
He could just do some damage with Dark Pact there.
Oh,
but
looks like they want to go and
decided
puck again, bottom.
He
We're going
has
to get a
the
roll.
strike already. Carlton is keeping close, and there is
Oh,
the glimpse
yes.
coming out, and the instant stun from Kavo. The slow is going to also hit as well, and he's going to take that kill.
But now Tidehunter. Oh, they're not going to be able to get a roam on him. Puck, one of the slipperiest heroes in the game. The source of 3 deaths. 100% of our kills so far. just
Gucci Gang
because-
top is actually finally going to be threatened here, and Melody comes out, no chance
He's-
surviving this one.
Nope. And Stark gets the last hit.
And Zeus feeds a nice illusion over to Slark. It's 12 gold.
Stark actually picks up the Band of Elven skin. I love it. Oh, because he's going to turn it into his power treads. I see. And then he's going for the Shadow Blade. He has level 6. Just takes the whole creep wave. He can regen up, pressure the tower. This is looking really, really good for Washington. This is the start you want on a Slark. Slark's a carry. Oh, mid lane we have some action though.
Yeah, that is going to be the slow. Rain is thunderstruck up already. The glimpse is up if they want to glimpse him back. And here comes Static Field. It's
Save.
also going to be dropped. Kavo is taking a huge amount of damage, but they'll take the Tinker down first. But he will trade his life. But very much worth it for the mid lane kill.
Witch Doctor's happy about that experience.
Top lane, Waifu Day is pressuring Gucci Gang a little bit more, but he has to watch out here. He does only have 100 health left, but he does have the Shadow Dance if he does get
Yeah, he
really
doesn't
big
care.
in trouble. Yeah, Gucci Gang not
Unless
level
Orange
6.
player can do something.
He's just
Double
coming
damage
here for
getting
the-
picked up bottom after 100 pings.
Yeah, both these alpha lanes have
Oh,
a slightly rough time.
Stark wants to go on Tidehunter and Earth
Yeah,
Spirits in the
he's taking
neighborhood.
a lot of damage, so the couple more
Shadow
hits
Dance.
will do it. But he
Earth
gets to
Spirit.
get by Anchor Smash. Waifu Day is going to be able to take that kill. And meanwhile, in the mid, as you said, is going to be a kill on Anthos.
Poor guy. It looks like Washington's in a position here to start getting a lot out of this map. Even with the shaky start, especially with the puck. Actually, no, it seems almost just like it's the Slark. How's Tinker looking? Tinker, he'll be a little bit slow on his boots, but not by much. If Tinker can get his boots unhindered and Slark gets his Shadow Blade unhindered, Washington's going to be in a great position.
Yeah.
Luna went for the Mask of Madness, so she's going to be farming. I really like how fast this is going to make her farm, and it has great synergy with her movement speed, but if Slark catches Luna solo farming, the Arizona is just going to take this game completely over. Because if Slark can kill a Luna, Slark can kill Zeus. Just like if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, Slark already has enough money for that Claymore, so just a Shadow Amulet is all he needs to start hunting people. And of course, he has very good targets to hunt in the early game. Zeus, Disruptor, and Luna, all very easy targets for him
I think
in the early game.
every hero dies to Slark except for Earth Spirit. Even Tidehunter, I think. Slark may... Slark was ripping them up with the Essence Shift, and
Yeah.
because Tidehunter doesn't have any items. At the moment, I think Tidehunter will lose to Slark. We'll
Yeah,
see
it's a
what
hard
we'll see what
kill.
Tidehunter has. It's a big kill, but yeah,
Yeah.
Earth Spirit can get away, has the tools to get away, but potentially Slark can kill. Zeus will die to Slark, and Luna will die to Slark. Luna actually is not even leveling Moonglaves. She went Mask of Madness, but then she's leveling Lunar Blessing.
Oh, Lunar Blessing seems like a mistake for sure. Yeah, Moonglaive is
especially with
definitely
the
the right
stack farming.
answer. Especially for taking
I mean,
these
it's
stacks.
still they both still benefit farming. Lunar
Yeah.
Blessing and Moonglaze are both farming spells, or arguably farming spells. But yeah, I think Moonglaves is almost always what you want to do because getting the fourth point in Moonglaves is ridiculous.
Yeah, and also helps you push lanes out faster. And of course, you want to be in lanes as little as possible against Slark. Kind of be off the map and clear things.
Yeah,
as
you just
quick
want to
as
be just
possible.
not by yourself
Yeah.
wherever you are.
We'll see if he continues to level up that Lunar Blessing or is going to
Top tower
put
is
more
under
points
attack.
into the glaives afterwards. He does have
Slark,
level
top
9.
net worth, followed by Luna.
Yeah, Luna
69
did
to
put
61.
extra points in the Lunar Glaives for level 9, so it's going to be 4-2-2 right now.
Nice. There we go, Luna. So we actually have the position ones are neck and neck favoring Dire, and the position twos are neck and neck favoring Dire. Actually, position threes are literally tied on CS, but favors Dire because of denies.
Yep.
Dire's
So I would say, Golgi, that this game slightly favors the Dire at this moment.
But there are objectives being taken by the Radiant side. Killian did take that offlane tower and transitions immediately over to the safe lane, and the safe lane tower
I
isn't
think they're
going to
giving
stand
it
for
up.
much long. Yeah.
That's the hardest tower to defend.
And there's a
for
Ravage
Dire,
available
and
as
they're
well.
so Dire's so close to their big items. The second they get bots on Tinker, he's a power spike for his farm and their map presence. And the second Slark gets Shadowblade, which he is less than 1,000 away. It's a humongous power spike for Slark. So I think this is completely the right call. Everything is saying just let them take the tower. We're going to get a lot more out of just hitting creeps at this moment.
There is the Boots of Travels finally finish on that Tinker.
And if they pressure the T2 top,
Why would they?
it's a lot of,
Almost dies in the mid lane, but pops that Shadow Dance to dodge that Thunder God's Wrath.
now the Thunder God's Wrath is spent. They might actually really want to take this fight top. I think Slark still doesn't want to show up.
Yeah. It's like a
I don't
little
know.
weak
There's
right
no
now,
Zeus
but
alt. They do have Eclipse Ravage, though. That's kind of an insane combo.
why would they
Tinker
looking
can
for
hold this off.
Carlton on the bot lane? He's going for a pounce. No, he holds
He
it
has a
for
TP.
now, but he does get. Oh, Carlton's so low, but Rain doesn't have enough damage. Great glimpse away to keep himself safe.
He did it. First Spirit's down here, though. Uses TP. He's stuck watching Dire farm.
Luna's TPing in bottom. Surprisingly, he goes to bottom. I thought he would go mid afterwards because there's not really an objective to take here. And Dawes really doesn't push very well on the Zeus.
Slark getting anxious. Tinker taking all his farm. Slark is so close to Shadowblade. I just want him to get it.
Yeah.
Because the game just immediately shifts. They have a smoke on Witch Doctor. They have Tinker, who can keep their map presence up. Washington is like just about ready to start putting the pedal to the metal and get that snowball rolling. Let's see. I want to see how they do it. Luna is going for the Dragonlance after Mask of Madness. I really like that. I said it before. I'll say it again. I think Dragonlance first is a rough sell. I think almost always a Yasha first is better, but Mask of Madness, a really aggressive farming item into a Dragonlance, an item that does help you farm but also helps you survive.
Yeah.
I like that. That feels a lot better in my books.
Also helps
Then
you
going
push
for
as
Dragonlance
well
first.
with the extra range. Keeps you a
Exactly.
little bit more safer and maybe
The
out of
survivability
Tinker's
from the
march.
strength and from the range. One of Luna's problems is her short range.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a high health pool. It pretty much it's a great item. It fixes a lot of, or it doesn't fix, but it supports Luna in combating her problems. Short range, small health pool.
No, for sure. And of course, she doesn't really have to cast a lot of spells. She'll just throw out a Lucent Beam and Eclipse and pop that Mask of Madness and just run into the fight and try to do as much damage as possible.
Exactly. And Lucent Beam has a much low. Oh, Slark
Top
going
lane,
on Tidehunter top.
Is there a pounce
And
use? No,
there's the
top pounce.
Tinker.
Gucci
Let's
gang
go.
is trying to TP out, but
He just straight up killed him.
yep.
Slark
just
can kill
stabs.
Tidehunter. All right. The pressure is now on from Arizona. They cannot be alone. They have to group up, and they know it now.
Yeah.
Getting that tower. They have 2 towers they've gotten. That must feel. That's actually really good, considering now they don't have any map presence against a bot Stinker and a Shadowblade Slark. They need to kill one of these if they want to even think about getting near the river.
I feel like whenever you have the Tidehunter's ulti Ravage up, you kind of want to group and try to take towers, right? And kind of use that
Exactly,
as a
and
threat.
same with Eclipse. Eclipse is the same way, and even the same thing with Disruptor, and the same thing with Zeus in a sense.
They're powerful team fights. They just gotta be able to use it.
I think that the 100 completely. I believe that Arizona's best place to group up. Maybe even do a smoke, get Luna to push a lane and have 4 players smoked behind her. I think would be really good for them because they can take a team fight. Repel is only going to save 1 player,
Yeah.
and at this point in the game, it's not going to be enough.
So we'll see what. I
Slark
guess
looking for something.
they may be looking for an item on Arizona before they group up, but it does seem like they're missing a good timing here to group up and take that mid tower.
They might just be scared of the Shadow Blade. The thing is, we don't want to see Puck almost has Veil and then he's going Blink. Tinker's getting close to Blink, and once Tinker gets Blink, Tinker is, you know, bots is a great power spike for Tinker, but it's pretty defensive.
Yeah.
It gives them the map presence. It lets them keep all your lanes at least pushed out, but it doesn't really help them kill everybody.
No, it just that helps him.
But Blink
farm,
Dagger
I guess.
helps Tinker. That extra range really helps Tinker show up. He gives his map presence is increased a ton because it's a whole Blink Dagger blink range away from every creep he can port to. So he's a lot easier to get Tinker into fights and get him where he needs to be for pickoffs. And I would really like to see Tinker's Blink Dagger delayed by Arizona grouping up and making a play.
Yeah, looks like Arizona is kind of planned to use this mid game to farm rather than push.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do, as you said, they both scale decently into the late game.
As long as Arizona isn't getting picked off, it can go well for them because Slark is spending a lot of time running around.
Yeah,
oh, he's found the Disruptor and the Courier.
Oh, the Courier actually. Do they have a oh, they don't even need the shield. Just one shot it with that extra Shadow Blade damage. Very well done.
That feels
Roll
good.
it at the top lane.
Tinker,
Ray getting caught.
gosh.
He's slow. It's because of stun. Killian is trying to do damage here, and he's going to be more than enough damage. My Killian is in trouble. Nice Dream Coil. He's got to turn around the fight. Here comes the Eclipse, but the burst damage is there from the Purification. But here comes the Silences. But there's a big Death Ward as well. But he is so tank. Gucci Gang isn't going down from it just yet. But Waifu gets back in here, gets that kill, and it pounces over the trees to get Carlton. Carlton has a stick, but it isn't going to be enough. And the game is going to probably survive this Understrike as well. And a great team fight taken by Washington.
Holy cow! That was back and forth. My gosh, that was insane. That was without a Tinker, and Washington still managed to take that fight. That Static Storm was huge. I thought they won. I honestly thought Arizona was going to win off that Static Storm, but it just wasn't enough damage following it up.
It's unfortunate that they lost to Luna so early on in the fight, but she did take so much damage from just trying to walk through that march.
And the level 4 Purification right in her face, 300 pure damage. 300 pure damage, she has 1300 life. Mask of Madness.
Ouch.
That's and Slark found her. And he brought Mask of Madness.
Yeah,
right
no armor, but there's a shrine though. Can he out-heal the damage? He is going to be able to. Waifu Day now in a little bit of awkward situation. Glimpse comes out as well. Shadow Dance is up right now, but he actually gets out of that kinetic field. They're trying to block it very hard. But
that's
oh my god,
for Puck to farm jungle.
I'm amazed that he actually pounced out.
That's 5 heroes of space, but the only person doing anything was Puck hitting jungle creeps during that. So it actually wasn't even that worth.
Yeah, I mean, only ult that was used, I believe, was Slark's Shadow Dance. Unfortunately, I would love to get that kill there.
It was a fun little encounter. I'll give him that. How's Tinker doing here? Tinker has the Blink Dagger. Hello, and he's going for the Aether Lens. Yeah, this Tinker's ready to shoot some missiles and lasers, blow some people up. Slark's making another play here. If he finds the Zeus is going to see him, but that doesn't mean he's going to be able to avoid the pounce.
He's in trouble. Oh, he's so dead. There's so much damage.
That's huge. 416 gold, level 15 Slark.
Wow, and that's a 50-second death timer at this time. Well, that's kind of rough.
Luna's out leveling the Zeus now. Just barely.
Kind of what happens, I guess. Carlton now might be in a little trouble. And the game is going to miss the illusory orbs, so not going to initiate on that.
Disruptor might be found. We'll see. Smoke's been popped, but they don't know. Disruptor may have unknowingly be the hero. Just kidding.
He's going down. Yeah, there comes the
Slark wants this.
Can Slark take it? Yeah, he's going to be able to take it with the Dark
Slark wants that. Slark's hungry. He's got a taste of that Shadow Blade.
Already Echo Saber. And you called it. He's going for that BKB. First big item is going with a BKB.
BKB wins. As someone who plays a ridiculous amount of Spirit, I hate Nakes, I hate Omni Knight, and I hate BKB. There's there's nothing to do.
How about a BKB plus a Omni Knight?
Ooh, okay. A ability drafted Omni Knight who takes Rage and builds a BKB.
and then takes the Repel as well, yeah. That's crazy.
And yeah, so that's what I hate playing against is Earth Spirit. Puck still doesn't have his Blink Dagger though, poor guy.
Yeah, he had a pretty rough lane.
It just felt like Washington's is starting to take leaps and bounds ahead because of Slark and because of Tinker, but Puck still has quite a lot of room to grow.
Same as Tidehunter, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger either.
I think Tidehunter needs to go Blink Dagger this game.
Yeah.
Really love when Enigmas and Tidehunters are able to skip the item. We also have a smoke coming up from Arizona, but it doesn't look like they're going to find anyone. When Enigmas and Tidehunters are able to skip Blink and be able to get tanky and play up in fights and really control the fight with just their positioning, knowing that people aren't allowed to go near them because they're tanking enough to hold their spell in front of everyone, I really like that. But this is a game where Tidehunter just needs to hit the Ravage on Slark without Shadow Dance, catch Omni Knight before he casts Repel. If he can hit a puck before phase shift, it's insane. That's what they need to win the game. Because of all the tools that Washington has to deal with Ravage and deal with all the other spells if Washington knows a fight's about to break out.
And speaking of fights, something might happen bottom lane here. Waifu is trying to scout them out. He actually was found by that lightning bolt, but he's going to be able to keep himself a regen into the shadows there with his ultimate. There's no way that won't protect this tower. Actually, that won't try to protect this tower. This is a pretty hard defend, but looks like with the nighttime coming in, Washington is feeling a little bit scared here. And Thur's trying to look for some wards. Wards are behind them.
Arizona goes to defend the bottom T1, just like the Dire's top T1. The Radiant's bottom T1 is extremely hard to defend, but Arizona scared Washington off.
Oh my god, and Thur's just missing this ward right here in the bottom. He like lightning bolted here, just but completely missed the.
I thought he actually thought he knew it was there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he feels that they have vision somewhere around there, but
Slark with an arcane rune, immediately Shadow Blades. Too bad. He should know something's fishy, being a fish himself, but also top lane is just pushing right up to the tower. Should be obvious that everyone in Arizona is somewhere else. Just kidding, a portal in. Oh, that's from the Dire Tinker.
Yeah,
now
Arizona State is grouped up right now. They do have a BKB finish up on Luna, and they won't use this to push. They might lose their top here. They have a siege up there, and of course it's Slark who's going to help that push.
This is their huge advantage to Washington with Slark split pushing and
Marshall
5 heroes committed. Yeah, 5 heroes committed to push into a Tinker. No, that's not going to happen. Yeah. If you want to push into a Tinker, you need a pipe or you need to pick him first. You're not gonna. There's nothing they can do. And if they're smoked actually on Washington, they might catch someone. They catch Luna.
The best one there. Okay, so she silenced him, but she doesn't pop the BKB, and the silence comes out. She breaks the Dream Coil, but she doesn't care. She has a magic immunity, and he's gonna run down Talos Mighty as well. Now Ray might be in trouble. Are they gonna come in for this? No, they're not. They're gonna back off. They don't have the Zeus there, so they're a little bit scared of the Slark coming in. And speaking of, he is gonna assassinate the Earth Spirit.
Not worth it though. They still have Ravage up as well.
Yeah, Killian get double damage, but takes a huge amount of damage from the Tinker. Tinker blinks in, wants to finish up that kill. He's not going to be able to. He has 60 health left. Slark is on the hunt. Killian pops the Shrine, but that's not going to be enough. He's going to keep running. Yeah, he's going to keep running. He does recognize that Slark is going to be on his tail. Oh, Slark is going to keep going for it.
Slark has the night vision.
Oh, and Juke's in pounds!
Juke is insane!
Carlton, can you save him? Carlton is going to sacrifice his life. What a support. But maybe he even gets out. Here comes Lucent Beam, but he does a Dark Pact to take it out. But he's going to sacrifice his life. Not worth it at all for the support. And that is 674 gold each to every Dire hero? That's not right? What?
What?
Do you see that on the scoreboard? What?
No, it's not right. Look at the recap.
Yeah. But for one kill, it's 1,267. I don't know why it says the Dire killed a Waifu Day and 674 gold to each.
I think it meant split. It looks like it was split between all of them that participated. But Slark did pick up a BKB. I mean, if Slark had a BKB there, he probably wouldn't have died, but I don't think chasing all the way to almost a T3 would have been the right call.
I mean, if he landed that pounce, it would have been killed, but of course, killing with a great juke.
As soon as you miss the pounce, you have to out. You have to accept the mistake
very good point.
There's no salvaging. There's no way you kill that without pounce.
Yeah, and killing with great body blocks to make sure.
Our Spirit's working on an urn here at 25 minutes, and this is what we mentioned earlier. Our Spirit really.
Here comes the Dream Coil initiation. Gucci gang is going to turn around. He does have the Ravage still, but he is silenced right now. He's not going to be able to get the Ravage off. The pure damage is going to be enough. Now they're focusing their damage on Omni Knight. Omni Knight is going to go down. Now they turn on the Puck. The Puck is going to be okay. He's going to be able to escape. Talos Mighty channeling his mighty ultimate. Now Waifu Day is here. He smells the blood in the water. He's trying to get some pickoffs here, and Carlton is the first one to go down. Now Ray comes coming in. The missile's going to finish off that God of Thunder, and Zeus goes down, and the only remaining survivor is Luna.
I think this is what we talked about in the drafting phase. It's so easy for Washington to play around Arizona with, the Static Storm looked really good, but it wasn't placed exactly right. Only Omni Knight got caught in it, and Omni Knight was caught in it with his Guardian Angel buff up, so he wasn't super, he still took a lot of attention to get rid of. Earth Spirit Earth Spirit pretty much gets to cast a Q and E combo and maybe get his roll off, maybe get his ultimate off, but he's so squishy right now compared to the high damage coming out, especially from Tinker, who's just hitting everybody, that he doesn't really have a lot of opportunities. He has to make his combo as valuable as possible, because he's only getting to cast 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 spells a fight. Washington, I think Tidehunter, who's still 1,000 gold away from Blink Dagger, he needs to get this Blink Dagger and he needs to make some magic happen. He needs to be the initiator, old school Tidehunter, starting the fight with a huge Ravage from the Fog of War, because they have to catch someone.
Oh, Gucci Gang getting initiated on by Slark. Gucci Gang still has a Ravage, but yeah, just using that to steal some intelligence. But he's going to get glimpse back. He's going to use his ulti here at least, but there comes the Static Storm, but he doesn't care. He has a BKB. That's the reveal. That's a 10-second BKB, and now he pops the Shadow Dance to get out. But can he get out? No, he actually slips out of there. But they do have detection. He's so low, but only one hit will do it. But they won't be able to find him. Can they find him here? Lightning Bolt is going to find him. He actually is going to go down now. Rain is trying to pump out as much damage as he can, but now Killian, he actually can't pop his BKB soon enough. Actually, it was on cooldown. Excuse me. And Carlton is going to get taken down by a laser. Anthos now by himself. Can he turn this fight? He does have a lot of damage, and the game is just glimpsing out, but Rain is going to be able to finish on with that March of the Machines.
Oh my god, I thought Arizona could have taken that. I was so excited for Arizona to get right back in, but then Killian, you said it, walked over. He didn't even get a chance to pop his BKB. He got blown up. He made just one wrong step, walked into Tinker and walked into Puck. Goodbye, Luna. Just it's a pile of dust on the ground.
Yeah.
And as soon as Luna went down, I knew Washington was unstoppable. They were going to take the rest of that fight. But Arizona, there was a breath of... I thought they could have done it. And then Killian just melted. Just disappeared off the face of the map.
All their net worth is on this Luna, and Luna looks like she actually did pop the BKB at the very last second there, but it didn't matter.
No, so she even got the cooldown.
Yeah, she got it on cooldown. She lost the obviously the duration on it as well, so very unfortunate. Because if she had that on when she went into a Tinker, that fight could have gone completely differently.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a completely different fight. It's the magic damage just blowing her up. She still only has 1,700 life. It's only 400 more than she had maybe 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I would love to see a
BKB
pipe here on someone.
A pipe against Tinker, definitely. I would love I wish Tidehunter was farming better, because Greaves are obviously great. He has the mana boots and he has the mech. Pipe, I think he needs Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Pipe would be a great pickup on him. Could pick it up on Earth Spirit, but Earth Spirit's not farming well either. He's just got his 27-minute earn. But what I want to see from Tidehunter is a Shiva's, because Shiva's offers vision to find Tinker. It makes it so easy to find
smoke play onto the Radiant side jungle here. They're gonna find the Earth Spirit, but also Killian gets caught in the Dream Core as well. He has a BKB, he's gonna pop it, but a Waifu Day also has a repel on him, so he doesn't care. Here comes a Death Ward that's gonna be able to finish off that support. Now they're going to hunt for Enthos. Everyone is blinking in after him. Can he get out of here? He's taking a huge amount of damage. Jules up. No, definitely he's going to go down now to Slark. Oz is going to actually steal that kill with the Purification. And 3-4-0 smoke play here. 14k net worth at 28 minutes for Washington.
Washington just rolled right over Arizona. Honestly, the first thing I got from that fight is I felt like Washington was a little off. They just went straight for the Earth Spirit. And it seems silly. If you're gonna go for a fight, Earth Spirit's a bit of a strange first kill this game.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that high priority, but they went for it, and then they took Zeus and a Disruptor, I believe, with him. So I mean, they're fine with that. That's not bad at all.
And they thankfully, I think he just threw a Dream Coil just to catch the Earth Spirit, but it actually ended up catching Killian, who was behind him on the Luna, and that forced out a very early BKB, so Luna couldn't use a BKB to fight aggressively, rather she had to use it as a defensive item to try to get out.
And I don't think Slark actually had to use his. He got repelled. The second they win that fight, they repelled Slark. That's
Yeah,
what I was saying with
he didn't use
the
it.
initiations.
Still has 9
is-
seconds on it.
Yeah, Slark is good. That fight went really well. That
Yeah.
fight went swimmingly for Washington. But that's what we discussed. That this is why we need to see a Blink Dagger on Tide, or a Blink Dagger on Tide is so bad. He's actually really close, just 20 gold away from it. But if Tide can get initiation from Fog of War, there's a serious fighting chance on Arizona if they can follow it up.
We haven't seen a Ravage in the last 10 minutes.
Zeus might get.
Oh, they do have. They smell him.
They know
They won't be able
something's
to
up.
see him. Yeah. Gucci
Strange
Gang did
radiant
finish
scan,
the Blink
actually.
Dagger.
Gucci Gang, yeah, he has it. Let's see what he can do with it. So this is the Blink Dagger reveal. So this is extremely important. Yeah, I was just going to say I would expect a smoke, and Earth Spirit picks one up right there. They need to push the lanes out, though, against the Tinker, who has Aghanims, Aether Lens now going for Hex.
Oh,
He's already has
Aghanims.
4,000 loonies in the bank.
Aegon Scepter on Tinker. Luna's not going like that one bit.
Oh, no. Tinker's just farming away all the lanes. There's nothing they can do. They got a Blink Dagger, and they just get to take a couple jungle camps with it.
Looks like there might be a smoke coming out here for Arizona State, and they are going to. They would love to find the Slark pick here. They do see him on the map, and they do have to blink there. Actually, they're turning their attention towards the top. Maybe they won't catch the Tinker, as you were saying.
Omni scouts the double damage. He's going to tell his team. Oh, he just grabs it. Okay.
Oh, he even has a blink dagger himself. There's a lot of blinks.
He's going to blink in and start smashing.
There is a Roshan being attempted right now, and Arizona is right beside them. They had no idea what's going on. They actually find Rain. This is a kill they were looking for. They get the stun on. They get the silence on as well. Gucci Gang comes in to finish the kill. Kyo barely going to survive it, but that is going to probably the Roshan take. No, actually the Roshan taking really slowly. Of course, Slark doesn't take Roshan very fast, but Waifu Day wants the kill here. BKB is going to be forced out by Slark, but he does take the Disruptor and the ultimate. And Thaw's now in big trouble. Actually, Waifu Day turns his attention over to Killian. Killian pops the BKB, but here's a Guardian Angel. What are you going to do, Luna? But there comes a Ravage finally. Waifu Day still very healthy though. Guardian Angel does wear off. All this is going to fall down. Killian is trying to run away, but the Shadow Dance ends. Killian turns to Talos the Mighty because he's the easier kill. But Killian's going to get out once that Mask of Madness wears off. Kevo wants to go on this Puck, but Puck is going to be able to use himself, keep himself safe. Kevo won't be able to get out of that Slark's pounce there. And Killian again, lone survivor.
I thought Arizona was going to do it again. I got let down. I thought they were going to be able to pull it off. It was so close. It's getting better though, honestly.
Yep.
The 2 fights ago, it was close. Then Killian misstepped and got absolutely decimated. This fight looked a little bit better. Arizona's staying in it. One thing to note though is it did start off with a Tinker pick, which is fantastic for Washington, and Arizona arguably incorrectly, or rather Washington arguably incorrectly responded rather than just taking the Roche, but they're going to get it now. So they did take the team fight out of it. That time Tidehunter actually got to get a good Ravage off. Slark almost went down as well.
Yeah, Killian managed to stand his own against that Slark and the Omni-Knight, even fighting through the Guardian Angel. But, yeah,
Guardian Angel, but there was
so
a Eclipse right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Arizona's still in this game, even though it has felt Washington-sided since like the 10-minute mark.
Is there any item that purges anymore?
What about that muting item? Does that have a purge attached to it? I know you get a purge from level 3 Necronomicon.
Right. I don't believe that Nullifier is what it's called. I believe that is just mute and the slow.
Just mute. Okay.
And
so
only
Yule's purges and
Right.
level 3 Necro purges.
And you can purge your allies with Lotus Orb. But so no really good item for Luna to pick up to be able to purge that Guardian Angel.
No. No. Yeah, Guardian Angel. Most of the team is magic damage. Well, most of the team, I say, when they think of damage and I look at Radiant's lineup, it's Luna and Zeus are the only damage output sources. Yeah. Static Storm obviously is great. Magnetize can be great, but it's not
this is a big
really
item. Aegon Scepter on Zeus completed.
Nice. drops it immediately on the Tinker, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yep, drops it on his head, prevents him from getting any more rearms up. He actually uses already in the bot lane, tried to push out that lane a little bit, but
I don't
he's going
think
to
it
end
was
up
worth.
getting,
He only got
yeah,
1 CS from it.
got 100 gold to Talos, and Talos is going to love that CS. He actually has the Hood of Defiance finished up on the Witch Doctor, going for the pipe of insight.
Speaking of pickups, there's a Scythe of Vibes on Tinker. Tinker deciding if he wants to hold on to his Null Talisman and Bottle while he has a Hex, Aether, Blink bots, Soul Ring,
Oh, they
Agonist.
found Waifu. He actually has a nullifier, speaking of, but they actually can't do anything. 4v1. And Killian pops the BKB and turns around. Here comes the Eclipse. Here comes a big Ravage as well. But Killian can't stand his own against that Slark with the BKB on. And they're going to turn it around completely. Now a Hex over onto Disruptor. He's going to go down as well. But 2 buybacks coming out. Triple buybacks, excuse me. Now they want to try to get something out of this buyback here, but Washington has already disengaged.
Slark wants more. I think Slark wants more.
That was a 5-man smoke into the invisible
Slark's level
Slark.
25.
Oh, Milan's that. And nullifier on her as well. Can't pop her BKB, can't pop her Mask of Madness or the old Manta style. Now she's going to be taken down by the laser bounces. Now Q in big trouble. And GG is actually being called right now. There's no way they can fight against this fed Slark.
Slark's sitting at 36 essence shift charges. Yeah. That... Oh my god. When everyone just was ganged up, beating down on Slark, I love that Slark stayed and fought, because if Luna goes down in that fight, they essentially win the game. Luna had buyback, but that was... They could have... If Washington backed up after that round of buybacks, the Washington would just be in an absolute insane net worth lead. But Washington pushed it into a win. But as soon as Luna went down after the Zeus, I was confident the game was going to end. And so Slark just sat there. Slark had the entire team beating on him. He was sitting there by himself, and he just kept fighting the Luna neck and neck. He actually managed to kill the Luna and regen up with Shadow Dance. But just even if Slark traded for the Luna there, it's still a huge favorable trade in favor of Washington. A great trade in favor of Washington.
Yeah. Fortunately, I can't get the steps up for you guys. Apparently something wrong with the server. Did you get that message?
Yes.
Yeah, due to high server load, we can't get the stats up. But I mean, the story of the game is that Slark and Tinker got farmed, and they just ran over the other team. I haven't seen a Slark dominate that well in quite a long time. Actually, that was pretty impressive.
It definitely. It's... I mean, what a difficult game for poor Arizona. Just BKB just beats their team by itself, and there was an Omni Knight, and then there's also Shadow Dance is essentially doing the same thing as BKB as that game. The only thing going through Shadow Dance is what Ravage and Earth Spirit Stun.
There's a static field which is okay, but he bought BKB for that.
Slark not once had an issue with that Static Storm.
Nope, not once. So just really good draft overall, I think, overall on the side of Washington.
I think what I like, and I this is hindsight, because obviously I didn't like it at the time, the Omni Knight pick. I believe the Omni Knight pick followed both an Earth Spirit and a Disruptor pick in the draft. Yeah. And I mean, that's great. That's 2 heroes that, like, I play support as my main role, and I know that, speaking from experience, you play into BKB heroes with Earth Spirit, it sucks. You play into BKB heroes with Disruptor, it really sucks. And Omni Knight does that. Omni Knight just takes those 2 heroes right out of the game, just counters them. So regardless of what picks come after that, Omni Knight you're gonna get the value out of an Omni Knight, as boring as it is.
Yeah, and Omni Knight just in part countered almost every hero on the other team, right? Counters Zeus as well, counters Luna as well. That Repel did so much work in those fights.
The Repel is insane, and I like how Arizona or Washington knew that they need to be repelling immediately because of washout for the Ravage, and because of getting caught out, getting Luna into a good position for Eclipse. We saw the smoke gank where Washington entered Arizona's jungle. They ended up taking out 3 heroes, but the second the smoke popped, Omni Knight's reflex was to repel the Slark. And I think that's completely correct. That's how you need to be taking the fights. And if you go a full repel duration, you can't get the fight going. You just walk away.
Yeah.
But if you can commit to the fight and catch the other team out, you have a huge advantage, because Slark has a BKB that follow repel up the second he needs it. So Slark just fought in the middle of a Static Storm. He didn't even care.
So we're trying to get the next game up here, but looks like there's some server issues.
Yeah, seems I had a coordinator issue, and the lobby isn't working for me.
Yeah. And the coordinator is still trying to, at least I'm trying to still connect to the coordinator as well.
That darn coordinator.
Well, we're taking a small break, I suppose, until we can get this up, and we'll probably see you guys back in about a couple minutes.
See you
Stay
soon.
tuned. I haven't seen a Slark dominate that well in quite a long time, actually. That was pretty impressive.
It definitely it's.
Nothing to worry about.